I'm Ed Cohen with here, Jay, in this. Philadelphia begins the game with the basketball.
What up, everybody? Back in Philadelphia versus the 76ers. Or, what I meant to say was Toronto versus 76ers.
Now a steal as the Raptors have it. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Oh, he missed them both. Goes to the left side from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Looking to make something happen. Fred VanVleet, great feed, sets it up. Strong finish at the rim for Marc Gasol.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Lowry with it. Lead is 2. And scores. Strong take.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Damn.
Free throw's good to cement the three-point play. The lead is back down to 1. Ball's controlled by Lowry. To Gasol, down low. Marc Gasol, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Ball. And count the basket.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Lowry in the front court. Leads just a point. Joel Embiid pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Smith. The pass set it all up.
Used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Pascal Siakam to Lowry. Lets it fly from long range. Can't connect. It's no good. Ball with the basketball. Leads 1. And he buries it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 2 of 4 now.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Add 2 points to the board.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
Oh, a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
The drive, right to the basket. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Won't go. To Tobias Harris. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Tobias Harris at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throw good as he completes the three-point play. The lead is up to 6. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Doesn't get the bounce. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. It'll stay Raptors basketball. Fred VanVleet. Count the bucket for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Driving right to the basket to Tobias Harris. Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Toronto has the basketball. Fred VanVleet to Powell. And he dunks it down for 2. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Ball. Gets it in the left corner. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, and JR, it can be no, no, no. Yes, when it goes in.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
The free throw good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. Fred VanVleet, great pass to set it up. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First one, count it. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. To VanVleet. Pascal Siakam. Knocked loose. And that one is out. It's a turnover as they head the other way. And the basket good at the rim.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Marc Gasol. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Embiid to ball. Embiid knocks it down off the step back.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Knocks it down from mid-range.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Pascal Siakam, they work it down to Gasol. Now a steal by Philly. Harris. Nice pass to set things up.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Deep 2 there, won't go. To ball. Gets a look, can't hit. Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air. That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Substitutions.
Pascal Siakam. Joel Embiid swats it. That's his 3rd block this evening. Pascal Siakam has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
Look, sometimes it takes a little while to get into the flow of the game. During the next timeout or during the next break in action, take the ball, go shoot it. See the ball go through the net a couple of times.
Pascal Siakam. To right.
Hey, screen.
Deep left corner. Pascal Siakam. To right. Here's a chance from long range. Those shots today have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get 1 or 2 to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Right with it. Down 12. Pascal Siakam to right. Five to shoot for Toronto. Knocked loose. Sets him up. To the rim. Raptors come away with it.
Really, I don't think but one person is in an alley-oop.
Easy path to the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Sixers have the basketball. To Embiid. For 3. Cleans it up. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Joel Embiid able to recover with the block. 4th this contest.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Going to launch beyond the arc. That's rebounded by Toronto. Deep right corner to Ibaka. Oh, he blocked it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Calm down. You just want to break.
For the 76ers, number 4.
Right. Short jumper stays out.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Embiid.
Double team. Here we go.
To Horford. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Right with it. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. To Ibaka. Serge Ibaka. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still...
Slams it home on the putback.
Not really known for attacking the glass, but I like that hustle. We need to see more of that.
Right with it. 14-point deficit.
Let's go.
Pascal Siakam to right. It's Embiid with the rebound. Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the first quarter, and the 76ers have to be feeling good. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Toronto with the basketball. To Ibaka. Serge Ibaka slams it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
To Tobias Harris. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 3 for 6 now.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Embiid. Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Embiid. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything. That's why shots aren't dropping.
Kyle Lowry with the rock. Trying to cash in. Lowry with a shot that's no good. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Gasol. Lowry into the front court. Down a bundle. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Now 4 for 9.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way.
Fires the three, and now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he misses the second. Off the mark. Only makes 1 of 3. Got it.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Oh, wasn't sure if he'd even shoot it. Yet it goes down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Ibaka. Won't go down. Down low for Harris. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And I'll never forget one of my first games playing as a rookie with the Bulls. I talked to Steve Nash, and Steve Nash always used to tell me, the more you come out and you get your teammates involved, the easier it will be for you to score down the stretch. Think about it. You come out, you get 7, 8 quick assists, then a ball fake on the next possession. He bit, easy layup.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Finishing inside the paint on. That one.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Lowry to Van Vliet. Gasol, the drive, right to the basket. The shot by Lowry misses. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. To Tobias Harris. 4-3. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it. Powell to Ibaka. From the painted area, won't go down. Nothing going here on that drive. To Allen. Has a chance. Can't connect.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guy's down big. Shot from the lane, won't go.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
To Allen. Beyond the arc for 3. Grayson Allen, you know he loves a challenge.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
He was crowded. Grayson Allen off the mark. The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Gasol. Nice pass to get things going.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Embiid. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim. Lowry with it. He'll run the offense. Pascal Siakam. Gets it in the right corner. Lowry buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
From long range. Not that time. He misses. Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Gasol, good for 2. Great footwork once again.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Ball to Embiid. Lays it up and in.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Gasol. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocked loose. Sixers have it.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Kyle Lowry trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's struggled so far. Free throw good, and the lead back down to 15. To Ball. Lonzo Ball. He's 2 for 2 now.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
That pass taken away by Toronto.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Goes to the left side. Ball with it up top.
Bro,
Up a
why would
dozen.
he do not shoot the damn ball?
Time to shuffle things up.
Fred Rennie, a.k.a.
Lowry, nice pass to set things up. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Lowry. Pascal Siakam. To Lowry. Scores from the post. Sixers call for time as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the 2nd quarter. Coach is going to shift
Oh
gears
my
and
God,
adjust
Coach
his
making me in
matchups.
forever. Yeah.
To Embiid. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. To Gasol. He throws it down.
28.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Now Horford with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
And he hits.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
To Ball. He gets it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lowry has the basketball. Kyle Lowry trying to convert the extra try. He struggled so far, and he connects at the line. New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 9, Serge Ibaka. Entering the game for the 76ers. Number 13.
It goes down.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Brunson to Ball. It was right there. Lowry into the front court. They trail by 7. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Brunson to Ball. Embiid, good for 2.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His team down 9. Free throws coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Foul number 2.
OG Anunoby at the line for 2 shots. Not the best career mark, 62%. First free throw is good.
For the 76ers. Number 33, Tobias Harris.
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Brunson to Ball. Oh, big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
The assist from number 13.
Ball's controlled by Lowry. Off the assist.
You hear coaches talk all the time about passing the ball on time and on target. As a passer myself, if I can deliver the ball to you in a position where I cannot give you options to think, but just go up and make the play easy, that's a win-win.
Here comes the screen. Lowry with it. Margins 8 to Ibaka. Lowry to Ibaka. Lets it fly from long range. Snared by Embiid. Lonzo with it. His guys should be able to get the final shot. And one. Embiid, good through the contact. And going to the line for a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Joel Embiid at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Embiid's free throw good. A 3-point play. The Sixers extend the lead.
Pick up, pick up, pick up. Who gonna do this?
Here comes the screen. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's it for the first half. And a great start for the 76ers.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The 76ers are in a close game thus far. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Raptors aren't down by too much at the half.
And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists.
Have a look at the leading scores for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Steals.
Some very aggressive defense has allowed both teams to rack up a lot of steals. Ball security will be the key in the upcoming half, especially for the weakest dribblers. You know who you are.
You know who you are. I don't know what you're talking about.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Bro.
Lowry into the front court. His guy's down 11. Fred VanVleet to Lowry.
You 50, you dumb
That'll
ass.
get out off the Raptors.
Get down. Half court, hand talk.
To Ball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And a putback slam.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Joel Embiid sends it away. Whoa, 5 now.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
That's his first.
First try at the line, no good. Oh, he missed. Slams it home on the putback.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Lowry into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. To Gasol. Big finish at the rim. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Come here.
Oh my God.
Hey, lock up.
Working hard on the glass. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
So Lowry. Tobias Harris sends it away. Joel Embiid tips it. Incredible. 6 tonight.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Tobias Harris. Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Not that time. Lowry. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To Embiid. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short on the shot.
Smith to Embiid. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I wasn't even sure if he saw the defense behind him. But what he did see was his teammates' eyes telling him where to pass for that easy catch and shoot.
Cashes in for two.
I love when I see smaller players finish in the paint amongst the trees. But if you're a big on the other side, you can't let that happen so easy.
For three. Not getting the bounce. Driving right to the basket. He cruises in for two. Too easy.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way.
To J.R. Smith. Going to launch beyond the arc, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Oops, he missed the first one. Second and three is good.
Subbing in for the Raptors, number 9, Serge Ibaka.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Al Horford.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Gasol to Van Vliet. Add 2 points to the board.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
There it is, Al Horford. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Short jumper misses. Fires the three, hits it, and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
And he knocks it down at the line. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. The deficit now up to a dozen. Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Harris to J.R. Smith. Kicks it around the perimeter. Trying to cash in. Not that time. Lowry with it. His guys trail by 10. drive here, but the shot stays out. To Embiid. Deep two there, won't go. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
To Horford. There it is, Al Horford. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
To Horford. Fires the three. Hits the trifecta.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Gets it in the left corner. Gasol to Lowry. And he dunks it down for 2.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Toronto has the basketball. Lowry, no good. Smith into the front court. The lead is 11. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. It's a turnover as they head the other way. And scores.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Now a whistle, and Toronto is going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
Nominations can be submitted on our team website.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Raptors, number 43.
Lowry. Count it.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
To J.R. Smith. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Beyond the arc for 3, and drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
From long range. Lowry into the front court. Trailing by 14. Knocked loose. Gasol. Lets it fly from long range. Missed it. Oh, and a putback.
He's a relentless scorer. It doesn't matter if you stop him once. He's going to keep coming at you time and time again.
To Allen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Grayson Allen. You know he loves a challenge.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the 3.
Kyle Lowry with the rock. To Gasol. Stuffs it down with authority.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 101. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Great feed. Pascal Siakam, strong finish.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
And he finishes finishes at the rim.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it. Off the mark. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. And the margin down to 8. Brunson. To Embiid. Shot from in close, no good. The follow won't go either. Marc Gasol rejects it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marc Gasol. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. To Embiid. Stuffs it down with authority.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Has a chance, knocks it down from mid-range.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Powell against Corey Brewer. To Gasol. Layup goes down. Well done.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Cruises inside for 2.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. He's denied.
And that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Embiid. Stuffs it down with authority.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Tosses. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Kyle Lowry, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. For 3, trying to hit 50, but it's no good. Lowry into the front court. His guys down big, and watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
Right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
And draws the foul.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
first one goes down. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Corey Brewer is going to get 3 shots here. He's struggled so far. Knocks down the first. Second of 3, no good. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Down a bundle. Fires the 3.
That'll be a winning formula in overtime every time. Answer a 2 on one end with a 3 on the other. Ed, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think a 3 is more than a 2, correct?
That is great math, my friend. The drive, right to the basket. Fires the 3. Won't go down for J.R. Smith. Defense was all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Embiid. 4-3. Cleaning the and a putback slam.
When you let him get inside position like that on the glass, you can expect that every single time.
Lowry has the basketball. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Lowry with it. He'll run the offense. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Beyond the arc for 3. The rebound's corralled by the Raptors. Powell. And the finish. Slam dunk. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
To J.R. Smith from long range. Well, with J.R., it can be no, no, no. Yes, when it goes in.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Nice finish at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Sixers control. To Embiid. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down?
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Embiid, good for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Joel Embiid pins it. 9 blocks.
Sent a message in that one, Ed.
Lets it fly from long range. Can't get the bounce. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
Kyle Lowry has got 2 shots coming, shooting 37% in this one. So he hits the first, misses the second. Deep 3 at the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers